Hello guys, and welcome back to a video now on my stream. So let's get right into it because we have a pretty long flight ahead of us. Now the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to record a little bit, probably until we get somewhere in the cruise. It's an 8-hour flight, and I don't wanna put out a video with 8 hours of flight. So I'll make a somewhere where we get up into the cruise, and then when we sort of get a little bit out of when we're in the cruise, I'm going to stop the video, put in a little bit of B-roll. Then I'm going to come back to you intermittently because I'm also going to do stuff in real life. I'm alone home with my 2 kids right now, so I don't want to sit here in front of the computer constantly waiting for this flight to come along. We're not going to fly it online today. We're going to fly it with Pilot 30C, the latest beta update. We have a new update here with the ToLiss A340. There's a lot of stuff that we can talk about during the flight, but like I said, I'll try to cut down the video as much as I can. Now, I do realize that a lot of you probably would prefer if I did all of this stuff online. I mean, streamed it. But I do want to have some content to put out on my YouTube channel as well that is sort of specific only to my YouTube channel. So, but let's get on with the checklist and get going. As you can see, I have my little light here turned on. So let's start. This is still the A321 checklist, but it works just as fine, sort of generally. So engine masters 1, 2, 3, 4 are off. Engine mode selectors are in norm. Weather radar and predictive wind shear is off. We can certainly set this to auto right now that we're here. And we can also set this to a 5-degree tilt. The first cut. Gear lever is down. Wiper left and right are off. And we could check the battery display, but we can't see it. That's a little bit of an issue here. But we're going to turn on the first battery. Then we get light. And then we can see that they are all above the 25.5 volts. So gear lever is down, wipers are off. And then we can turn on the rest. There we go. A little bit of sound. Battery display, yeah, we checked that. Battery 1, external power is on. Let me just get our guys here. And there might be a little intermediate cut here. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm back now. I just got our guys down there with the... let me just show you outside. The power supply, and we should have some... people coming up with the catering stuff that we need. All right, so we have that on right now, so we can enable the external power. We have 2, so let's do that.
Osaka International Information India 11-0 Zulu winds are 327
and I'm going
at 5.
to turn
Osaka International Information India 11-0 Zulu winds are 327 at 5 knots. Visibility 6 miles.
turn him off for now. So let's see. All right, so I don't know why. You can turn off that. I don't know why it skips this, but we will do the flow here. So let's just do that. Crew supplies on. Ground control recorders on. Captain and purse switch. Let's just do that. Test the APU. And we get a very dimmed ECAM message. So let me just do that. Get these brightened up as well. And the co-pilot 1 as well. And let's get his PFD and ND sub as well. There we go. And let's do just for good measure's sake, do the APU fire test. We get the master warning and we get the APU fire ECAM message. So that's done. Let's too much. There we go. Get them into nav mode. Alright. Cross bleed switch is on auto and cargo heat switch. I'm pretty sure it's those two here are in the centered position. So let's go to next. And we have already done that. Captain display, blah 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 blah. Up and low ECAM display. Door page. Well, we're here, so we can check it right now, but let's just press it to get the checklist tick. Yes, and we have cargo cabin and all stuff open. Hydraulics, or hydrogen, as I tend to call it, for some weird reason. They are set. Let's go to engine page, and we can check the oil level is just as we need it. Fine. Alright, back again. Speed brakes, they are disarmed. Flap levers are as they should be. Parking brake is probably active, but wrong one. Let's see. There. Let's brighten this up as well. It's the communication part here. We can set this to unlock and open the door. Let's see, parking brake is on, but we can set it to off because if I am not mistaken, we have chocks. So let's put in this here as well. With low pressure air, giving us a little bit more nice air, warm air, whatever we set it to. Parking brake is not active yet, but we'll do it. Walk around, we don't need to do that. Alright, let's get back because that was the flow that we started. GPS button is as it should be. Evac switches are to captain and purse. AD is set, so we are navigating. We are strobe to auto. Nav logo to 2. Set these, but we have been refueled yet, so we're not going to do that. So it works with packs. Strobe light set to auto. Nav logo light set. Remaining external light, seatbelt not on yet. No smoking sign. Emergency annotated light bright for day or dim for night. Let's set it to dim because it is, well, it's going to be morning, but we can set it later. Econ flow, we just set it to auto because we set the number of passengers we have. Cockpit F4 cabin temp, they are nice. Fuel pumps are not turned on yet because we haven't been refueled. And let's do the engine fire test. Fortunately, just all of them at once. We get the master caution, we get the ECAM message, and we get the fire warning lights down here. So it's perfect, it's just as it should be. Standby horizon. Alright, let's get listen to this guy here.
Osaka International Information India, 11-0 Zulu winds are 327 at 5 knots. Visibility 6 miles.
Let me
3,000
write
feet
down
clouds.
it was
15,000 scattered.
India.
Temperature 9, dew point 1. Current QNH is 1018. Arriving and departing runway 32 right, 32 left. Osaka International Information India, 11-0 Zulu winds are 327 at 5 knots. Visibility 6 miles. 3,000 few clouds. 15,000 scattered. Temperature 9, dew point 1. Current QNH is 1018. Arriving and departing runway 32 right, 32 left. Osaka International Information India.
Alright.
Osaka.
What? Could I? That was weird.
Osaka
There,
Osaka
come on.
International
I don't know why it does
Information
that.
India. 12-0. Osaka International Information India. 12-0.
It's because we have to have one on? Alright, fair enough. Let's see. Standard by Horizon. So we got information India. QNH is 1018, so let's put that in. And let me just, now that I'm at it, get go to Xpilot and release TCAS control. Because for some reason Aircraft Live doesn't do it automatically. Alright, gear lever is down. Left and right brake pressure is not working because I have removed it. But our accu pressure is a little bit low, so if I'm not mistaken, we can alleviate that by... No, not that. Where the heck is it? Is it this one? Let's see. I think it's that one. The blue one. That should make the pressure rise. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Turn it off again. Alright, so left and right brake pressure is as it should be. Accu pressure is okay. Chronometer, well, I've changed the time and date, so that's not working, but it should be the 9th, the January the 9th, 22. It certainly is. So that's, we can tick that as well. And landing gear announce radius, we have 4 down, not 3. Radio panels, 1, 2, and 3 are on. Yes. Floodlight, let's turn this a little bit down, turn the integrated light up, and this floodlight down as well. And another little pause, my daughter wanted a little bit of help. Alright, let's see. Multiscan, we set that to auto. Predictive wind shear is off. GCS is to auto. Tilt 5 units up, we already did that. Speed brakes are disarmed. Cockpit door is in norm, but open. Yeah, cockpit door, switching buttons all in norm. Flap lever is in 0. Landing elevations, let's go to the pressure page and check that landing elevation is auto and go to the status page to see that it's all normal. Perfect. So thrust levers are idle. They're idle. Engine masters 1 and 2, 3, 4 and off. Parking brake is not active yet. Rudder trim is 0. Transponder, well, we don't have any. Let's set it to auto and set that to above. I hope they fixed that. And we're going to leave anything else off until we get our clearance. Alright, so let's go to packs and cargo and set that up. And in order to do that, I will also open up the current plan that I'm using. Let's go back, output, OFPs. I need to clean this up a little bit. Let's find... So we're going to fly today from Osaka in Japan to Kempegowda. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that very wrong. In India, so it's going to be a long flight, and this is sort of the final leg, the final part of our flight in the Asia Pacific area. Our flight here is going to end with flying in India. You can see we have a pretty long list here of coordinates. I'm not going to put that in manually. Cost index 95. Yeah, I might increase that a little bit. I don't know. We're going to see. It's a fair cost index. All right, let's see. Yeah, set it up. That was what I was going to do. ToLiss. And ToLiss has given us something utterly fantastic. Let me just show you. Loading info. You probably remember this slider here being really annoying. But we can do this now. So we are flying with 204 passengers. And we have 25,568 kilograms of cargo. So I think we're going to put in, let me see, where would you want it? We want a little bit here. I think we're going to put in about 10,000. Let's see. Oh, I can't do that. 10,568 here. And then we're going to put in, see how that turns out to be, and let's distribute the passengers a little bit. Now that seems to be a reasonable center. 26.1. Could let it go on 26, 23, thereabout. I think it's fine. And fuel. Oh, 105. So I'm going to be on the safe side and give us. We could put in exactly this number. And that's one of the cool things here. So if we want to be very precise, 105,995. But I want to be on the safe side, so I'm going to put in 107,000. Let's apply this and apply this. Alright, so now that we have set this up, I think it's about time that we let our passengers get on board. There we go. A little bit of nice boarding music, and now we get to the important part, the programming of the MacDo. Now I don't need the checklist in order to do this. So let me see, did I start it here? Yeah, I did. Alright, so let's see. We are flying with the Trent engines. Eric cycle is true, no change code and idle performance. We have gotten our... Alright, so let's go to init. We are going today from Romeo, Juliet, Oscar, Oscar to Victor, Oscar, Bravo, Lima. And yes, I certainly want to insert that. My alternate, and I'm going to use a checklist that I have the same checklist here on my side monitor. I'm going to use that instead. It makes it a little bit easier to find my way around. So let's see. Our alternate is Victor, Oscar, Bravo, Golf. Today we are Scandinavian 1982. We have 204 passengers aboard. Cost index is 95, and our initial cruise altitude is, if I'm not mistaken, 3200. Yeah, 320, and our, that's minus 52 temp outside. Should be at the cruising altitude. RS is aligned. Wind. We are definitely going to put in wind, but I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself. Let's go to next phase. That's at Hiset. And that's flight level 230. So here we have... And then next will be descent wind. And here we have 229, so I can just 30 and 370. Alright, we have set in the winds. We have ground temp is 9 degrees. Alright, so we have set up the first init page. Let's go to flight plan. But before we do that, I will request our
Osaka International Information Juliet, 12-0 Zulu. Local weather not available. Weather at Kobe is winds are light and variable. Visibility 6 miles. 4,500 few clouds. 5,000 scattered. 7,000 broken. Temperature 9, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1018. Arriving and departing runway 14 left, 14 right. Osaka International Information Juliet, 12-0 Zulu.
So this is why we wait for this. Alright, so let me see. So one of the new things about Pilot to HC is that it actually makes sense for you to ask for a clearance. Now, as always, with voice recognition, it's not always that they get it right, but often they tend to do. So let's hope that. Let's get it, and let's ask for clearance delivery. Alright, so let's see. Osaka clearance, Scandinavian 1982, with information Juliet, ready to copy IFR clearance.
1982, say again your request. We don't have a flight plan on file for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Osaka clearance, good morning. Scandinavian 1982 with information Juliet, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Scandinavian 1982 is clear to Victor Oscar Bravo Lima. Climb via the Tiger 2 departure, with the Waze U transition, then as filed. Expect departure runway 14 right. Climb to 13,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 8 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.5. Squawk 5433.
Scandinavian 1982 is cleared to Victor Oscar Bravo Lima. Climb via the Tiger 2 departure, with the Waze U transition, then as filed. Climb to 13,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 8 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.5. Squawk 5433.
Scandinavian 1982 rear back correct. QNH is 1018, contact ground on 121.7 when ready for pushback. Have a nice day.
QNH is 1018 ground on 121.7 Scandinavian 1982.
Alright, so as you can see, they actually changed some stuff here. I expected that because we got the Juliet here, but some of it didn't change and some of it did. So let's see, we are now getting the Tiger 2 departure with the Waze U transition, I think it is. That is filed. We are going to take off from 14 right. 13,000. I'm pretty sure that is 130. I mean, it's flight level 130, but it's in 13,000 feet. 8 minutes after departure, we get higher clearances. Departure is on 119.5. And we're going to squawk 5433. And ground is on 121.7. Alright, so let's plan this. Let's start by putting in the squawk code. See if I can get this a little bit easier. Five, 4, 3, 3. There we go. Set this to on, but we're not going to go for standby anything like that yet. Yeah. Alright, let's go to 1. So we're going to change this a little bit. So we're going to take off from 14 right. So that's the one here. We got the Tiger 2 transition with the Waze U. This one here, Waze U transition. And insert that. So we probably have a discount somewhere. No, we don't. Perfect. No. So let's go to flight plan again. yeah, let's get this into plan mode. Yeah, 40 is fine. Open it, go down again, start flight plan, and then just let's check it through. Sanity check of the flight plan. Like I said, it's a it's a long flight. All right, and I know for a fact, because I checked it, that we do have some so you can see here we're starting at flight level 320. There are some changes here. They want us to go down to I think it's about 8,400 feet or some meters or something like that. I'm not sure about that. But this is because of weather. But we do have one here at Linso where we're going to step up to 360. So let's I mean, I could find Linso here, but it's easier just to press somewhere here. Go to step outs, because I need to put it in here anyway. So let's say it's going to be flight level 360, and it's going to be at Linso. L-I-N, Lima, India, November, Sierra, Oscar. Yes, let's put that in. It's going to be... It says it's ignored because we are on the ground right now. But it should not ignore it. Alright, let's see. So that was flight plan. We have checked the sanity check of that. Then we go to RadNav. See that we have some programmed in here. There's no... that runway doesn't have ILS apparently, so there's no frequency. We can also check such a thing. Let's go into RJOO. So let's see... yeah, 14 right is without ILS, so it doesn't matter because we're taking off, but... That's right, nice to know. So let's get an airport overview. First thing we need. We got the Tiger 2 departure, so let's find that there. And you can also... We can also compare that. We're going to fly like this, so that's what it's basically telling us. And going to the... where was it? VOBL transition out here. So that seems to be fine. So after RadNav, we can follow a little mnemonic called a diffsrip. Some call it diffsrip, other call it diffrips. I'm going to go for diffrips. So from RadNav, we're going to go to init B. Let's turn this over. And no, that was not what I wanted. Let's open the ToLiss page here. And let me just running around inside the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant.
little bit too noisy for my taste. Alright, I think we need time for us to get some baggage on, so let's
If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to
that was weird.
After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please...
Let's set this to on. Let me see, ground handling. Yeah, that was it. Alright. so here comes a little issue. You might get a little bit of flickering here. But we're going to order some cargo stuff for us. There we go. Alright. So that was why. So parking brake needs to be on. We still have that connected. Alright, so where were we? Yeah. Let's open the ToLiss thingy here. We can remove the... Yeah, we have removed the chocks. Alright. Yeah. Loading here. So. And we have... I think we're going to go with flaps 2. Tugger thrust. We have 231.5. Dash 26.6. Block fuel is 107. And now we certainly have some extra, so that's good. Let's go to performance then, and let's put in, we're going to flaps 2, and it's going to be up 2.7. It's very important to put this number in because, and yeah, once again, a little bit interruption because my daughter had some problems with her shirt. And this is why we are set to 13,000 feet, because we're below the transition altitude. Alright, so we're going to say at 145. No flex, by the way. 145, 168, and 177. B1, we rotate. Yes. That should be the programming of the box. So, let's agree that we have been refueled now. So let's ask the fuel truck to drive away. And we can set the seatbelt sign to on. We're going to have constraints here and airports over here. We were asked to climb to 13,000 initially, so let's put that in. Anything else we need to put in? 1,011? No. And I have my co-pilot handling all the ground stuff and all that. Wonder if we can use the taxi cam yet. Barely, but I think we're going to use it in any case. Alright, let me see. Anything else I need to... Let's ask how much time we have before we can...
Hey, can we get a boarding status?
11 minutes?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you
Let's
need anything.
ask them to expedite it.
We're ready up here if we can finish the boarding process a bit sooner.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Alright, so while we wait for that, let's check here and see. Our runway was 14 right. Right? Don't know why they didn't give me... Well, in any case, because I'm a long one, so 14 right. Let me see. So I'll expect us to go via Alpha perhaps, or Charlie, all the way up to Charlie 6, and then hold short Whiskey 10, something like that. Depending on how good the pilot to ATC has all of these runways and taxiways put into the show. So as you can see, one of the reasons that I wanted to sort of keep this video relatively short is that we have spent about 40 minutes now on ground just getting all of this set up, and that's just how it is. I mean, it takes a long time to fly. So yeah, So we're going to plan a better pushback, taking us out here. Oh.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, let's see how much time we have left now. We're about 5 minutes left, so let's just start up the APU now. Yeah, some of these click sounds has been improved as well. Wait until it says flap open. There. Start. So I've added a lot of extra fuel, about 1 hour extra fuel and 30 minutes hold, so there's definitely should be enough fuel for us to get us safely there and back again. Wait until it gets us. Let's turn it on now. That is set to bright, that's good. We're about to have the sun go up, I guess. And I'm flying with OpenGL, so if there is snow somewhere, we should be able to see it. I could also ski rain, yeah, it's on, alright. And then go into Xenviro and remove the windshield effects. But I'm not expecting us to get any rain here at this moment. Let's get an outside view of this beautiful A340-6. Oh, those doors should have been closed. I'm not sure why they haven't. Oh, yeah, I know. That's because they just disappeared when I removed the the and they are done with the I removed the parking brake. Let's get these guys to move away first. They're driving out there. And let's then ask these guys here to drive away as well. Alright, so we're just about getting there. So we're going to take off somewhere down here. The reason why I set the clock, by the way, is because usually you would allow for the APU to have sort of a roughly about an hour. Sorry, 3 minutes, an hour. Yeah. Let's wait an hour. About 3 minutes warm-up time before you start the bleed, in order to ensure that all of that oil and gas and whatever could be inside is burned away, so that you don't get that smell inside the cabin. So let's turn the bleed on, and now that we have power, let's turn off the external. Go into ground handling, and now when I remove these guys, they should disappear up here. There we go.
We're ready to go when you are.
Nice. All right. Well then, let's
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 19.
turn on the beacon then.
To service to India. Our flight time will be roughly 9 hours. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are not...
Ground to cockpit. ToLiss driving up.
Fasten the seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position.
I'm not sure what the heck happened there,
Cabin
but
crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
let's do an outside check. Everything is removed and has moved away. So I would argue that we are pretty much ready.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Flight directors are on. Let's do the... I do have a checklist, so let's do that. So, before start checklist, cockpit preparation has been completed. Gear pins and covers have been removed. Signs are on or auto. We can set this to 1 now. Signs are on. ADS are in nav. Fuel quantity is, well, it's what, 107. Takeoff data is set. Bear ref is set on both. And below the line, windows and doors are closed.
Inserted. Release parking brake.
Releasing parking brake. Just 1 second. Let's stop that and clear it. Alright, let's see, thrust levers are in idle and parking brake is as required, and we have parking brake on. So I'm just going to make absolutely sure that everything has been removed. Let's get the low pressure air as well away. Alright, so we are ready for start. So let's ask the nice ground crew. Alright, it's Osaka? What was it? I can't remember the name of the airport. Osaka, not Osaka. Yeah, almost. Alright. Alright. Osaka ground, good morning. Scandinavian 1982 ready for a pushback and engine start.
Scandinavian 1982 pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved. Scandinavian 1982.
And just like in real life, I have my trusty co-pilot helping me out here, so let's I have it binded, but remove. Let's relieve parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We will. Alright, so let's start engines. Start by starting engine 2. And then when N3 is about 10:15, we can start...
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention
Oh,
to
wait.
the screen for an important
Stop.
safety demonstration.
I know what I'm missing here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures of this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace
Now we can do it. Starting engine 2.
And 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on.
Start engine 1.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep
Now we
it
just
fastened
wait for
at
these
all
two
times.
engines to get on, and then we start 3 and 4
Air supply fails,
in that
masks will
sequence.
drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
We got this exhaust gas temperature
The life jacket
rising,
under your seat.
which is what we expect.
Pass the tapes around your waist. Cling together. And pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table
That
must
says
now be
avail.
Operation
Start.
complete. Go
Engine
ahead and
3.
set the parking brake.
seatbelt.
Alright, I'm going to set the parking
We wish
brake.
you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Disconnecting tow.
Yeah, it's not
Stand
an
by.
easy jet, but that was what I could find. And we can start engine 4. Start the clock. Because the engines need about 5 minutes warm-up time. So let's set
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, let's lock the cockpit door. There you saw it. It adjusted to the one that it should be about 2.6, 2.7. Let's go to flight control. 2.7. Straight out. All engines are avail. Let's set this to norm. And now we can turn off the APU and APU bleed. You can hear the engines in the background humming. Alright, I would say that we are pretty much ready. Let's set with the radar to on, predictive wind shear auto. We're not going to enable TCAS yet, not until we are at the runway holding point. Let's do a flight control check. So let's see, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, full rudder left, full rudder right, and neutral. Alright, so let's set our, we're going to arm the speed brakes. We're going to set for flaps 2. And we're going to arm the rejected takeoff button. And do the takeoff config test. Try that again. There we go. Takeoff config normal. Alright. Osaka ground. Scandinavian 1982, ready to taxi to runway 14 right.
Scandinavian 1982 taxi to runway 14 right via taxiways Alpha 2, Alpha 1, Charlie 1, Bravo 4, Bravo 3,
We're prepared
Bravo
for
2,
takeoff.
Bravo 1, Whiskey 1, hold short runway 14 right.
Taxi to runway 14 right via taxiways Alpha 2, Alpha 1, Charlie 1, Bravo 4, Bravo 3, Bravo 2, Bravo 1, Whiskey 1, Hold short runway 14 right Scandinavian 1982.
Let me see. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's some of the issue when it doesn't have the right taxiways. It want me to basically go all the way down here, all the way down here, then down here and up along the runway. Where in fact it would be much easier just to take this way here. It might complain about doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we are going to go out via Echo 4, then Alpha 3, Alpha 4, then Charlie 6 and Whiskey 10. Alright. Set the lights. And let's get going. Alright, let me try to get that camera up and running. See how much good it is. Not much, actually.
Scandinavian 1982 contact tower on 118.1. Have a good morning.
Tower on 118.1 Scandinavian 1982.
Alright, let's hit park and brake. Let's make sure we're ready for takeoff. We already have the flight control checked. Pretty sure I forgot something on a checklist. Let's ding the cabin. Cabin, please prepare for takeoff. Let's get the checklist up and running. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Aircraft. So let's see. After start, yeah, the after start. Anti-ice as required. Ecam status has been checked. Pitch trim is automatically set to 2.7, up 2.7. Rudder trim is hopefully still 0. Let's see. Yeah, still 0. And before checklist, before takeoff checklist, let's just do it right now. Flight controls has been checked. Flight instruments has also been checked. Briefing is confirmed. Flap setting, we are in config 2. We have V1 is 154, V rotate is 168, and V2 is 177. Flaps config 2 up. We don't have any flex temp and transition altitude. Yeah. Below the line, ATC set and ECAM memo. No blue takeoff config normal. Let's just turn on the TCAS to TRA now. So takeoff runway is 14 right. Cabin crew has been advised. TCAS is TRA. Engine start selector is in norm, and packs are going to be turned off when we're doing a toga takeoff to get maximum toga power. So let's turn packs 1 and 2 off. Alright, I would pretty much say that we are ready for takeoff, so let's ask Osaka Tower, good morning. Scandinavian 1982, ready for takeoff, runway 14 right.
Scandinavian 1982 winds are 057 at 5 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, Scandinavian 1982.
I forgot to set that on. I forgot to turn this off, but that's okay. Let's take the cabin again. Stick halfway forward, up to about 50%. Alright, let's get it to Toka. Man Toka, SOS runway, auto throttle is blue. Oh, yeah. $100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Disarm the ground spoilers.
Scandinavian 1982 contact Kansai departure on
Throttle to climb.
119.5. Have a good morning.
Departure on 119.5, Scandinavian 1982.
Let's go to flaps 1.
Departure Scandinavian 1982, climbing to 13,000 feet.
Scandinavian 1982, good morning. Radar contact.
Alright, flap 0.
Scandinavian 1982, you are off course. Turn right heading 252 to return to course.
Pax 1 on.
Heading 252, Scandinavian 1982.
Scandinavian 1982, turn right heading 252.
Heading 252, Scandinavian 1982.
Scandinavian 1982, slow to 250 knots or less.
Wilco Scandinavian 1982.
And
Scandinavian
Pax 2 is on.
1982, expedite your turn right heading 252.
Heading 252, Scandinavian 1982.
Alright, we got a safe takeoff and boy, this plane is so nice to fly.
Scandinavian 19 to resume navigation.
Resume navigation Scandinavian 1982.
Scandinavian 19 to expedite speed reduction to 215 knots.
Wilco Scandinavian 1982.
Scandinavian 19 to climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Scandinavian 1982.
It's also a reminder from fast logic, not coming, galley or near the laboratory. Aircraft is on board wide.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Small, quick to act. We will offer complimentary flight to our partners. Next to Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access a wide range of certified libraries.
Scandinavian 19 to contact Tokyo Center on 124.95. Enjoy your morning.
Center on 124.95. Take care Scandinavian 1982. Center Scandinavian 1982 climbing to flight level 200.
Alright, so we are slowly climbing to our altitude. We can turn this off and set the sign to auto.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Now that everyone's around the cabin, however, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you leave unexpected circumstances.
VOBL for now. Yeah. All right, let's do the set this to standard. Let's do the after takeoff checklist. So landing gear is up, flaps are fully retracted, packs are on.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 Scandinavian 1982.
And bear ref is set as standard for both. Alright. Still hand flying it, and I'm loving it. I certainly am. Alright, let's turn on the autopilot. Ah, they got this fixed. Perfect. So if you want to see something crazy, you can still turn this on and that's what we get. Not really that interesting to look at. There's still some issues with the volume for some of the voices in Pilot 280C. I'm not sure why that is. Because her voice is loud enough. And there should be some place control where I can change the volume, but I haven't found it yet. I have to tinker with it a little bit more. So we're just waiting to get approval to go for our final altitude, which is flight level 320. Let's see if that see, now it's not ignored anymore.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 Scandinavian 1982.
There we are, flight level 320. Let's see what it says the optimal is. 330, so we're above the optimal. Let's make an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer. We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything looking good up here in the cockpit. We just let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
Center on 133.5 Scandinavian 1982. Departure Scandinavian 1982 at flight level 320.
Scandinavian 1982, good morning. Radar contact.
Alright, let's, now that we're at the cruise, let's check the cruise page here. So engines, they're running as they should, no issues here. Bleed air. We're getting low pressure air, as you can see here. This is the high pressure valves, they're closed. And pretty hot, but then getting cooled down to about 16 degrees. Cabin pressure and all that seems to be in good condition. Electric, AC. We have the 4 gens here. They're not being taxed too much. That's going to be sent to the essential bus. That's going to be sent to transformer 1, transformer 2 and the APU transformer. We can see that continued on the DC electric, so we have transformer 1 here going to DC battery. AC1 to AC11 is going to the electric DC essential. AC23 is going to DC2 and AC24 is going to the DC APU battery. So we have them here. Hydraulics. This seems to be a little bit lower, but otherwise okay. Need to keep an eye out for that. But it's still in the green band, so it's not an issue. Circuit breaker, normal. APU is not running. Condition, pretty okay temps, and forward and bulk and all of that seems to be good. All doors are closed, all slides are enabled. Wheel, pressures is fine, temps are fine. Flight controls and fuel system. Temp seems to be fine with the fuel, and we are supplying all of the engines from their respectable compartments and beginning to transfer some fuel to the stabilizing or equalizing tank in the bottom. Status is normal, and then we're back. Alright guys, I will see you in a little. Let's just see where we are exactly before I begin to let you go. Go to maps. So we're going to take a flight over most of Japan. As you can also see down here on this map here. But I will take my leave of you here. I'll make some nice recordings of some what do you call it, some B-roll, and then I'll be back I think when we enter the mainland again, maybe when we start getting near India. It's a long trip. I'll get back to you throughout the trip, but it's going to be sort of relatively short clips where I sort of maybe explain something new. When we need to do the transition up to flight level 360, that might be an option to do it there. But otherwise, I hope that you have enjoyed the start of this video. It's still going to be a long video, definitely, very long, but not 8 hours long. Alright guys, see you around. Hello guys and welcome back. I just wanted to let you know that we have had our first fault. Fuel main pump 3 fault. As you can see here, it has been closed off. Hopefully we don't get any other main pump faults, but I've turned it off up here. There's a main and there's a standby, so we're using the standby right now. So yeah, let's clear the messages and hopefully we can continue uninterrupted. Also, it seems that I am outside any kind of coverage, which is pretty weird, which I wouldn't expect. I'm trying to figure out what frequency we're supposed to contact. But I'll be back when something new and exciting is going to happen. So I just wanted to show you this. So yep, the faults are definitely working. I'll see you around. Alright guys, as you can see we are now well in over China, but unfortunately it is pretty cloudy here, so we cannot see anything below. I'll get back to you if we can see something interesting down there, but right now it's just clouds, clouds, clouds. A little opening here, but can hardly see anything down there. Alright. But we have a long ways to go yet, so I hope that you will stay with me. See you around. Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we are now well on our way over mainland China. China. Let me just show you. We are here. And because I cannot read Chinese or whatever these signs are, I have absolutely no idea where we are, or except that we are in over China. But we should be able to see this mountain range over here. We can see a little bit of mountains here. Let me just show you. Let me get the camera in place. Down here, around here we have the mountains. Over here we should have a more visible range. Let me see if I can show you these. I love it. It's like moving a little camera around. You can actually see the nose of the plane down here, but there's some of the mountains that I'm talking about, and there should be more. Should be more down here further around, but because we are up so high, we can't actually see so much down here. Alright, so just to keep you apprised of how far along we are, we haven't reached the step climb area yet, although I have on my own, well, you can see it here, climbed up to flight level 340. And you can see the mountain range out here. Let me see if I increase the range, you might be able to see a little bit more of it. yeah, that's the limitation of X-Plane, but they are here, the mountain range, and this is what you can see here on the map. So yeah, enjoy the flight, and I think we'll put up a little more B-roll. Hello guys, and welcome back once again. I'm making a little bit of food now for my kids and I, but as you can see, we are definitely approaching a very, very hilly area. Look at that. That's mountains. And over here as well, we also have some mountains. Yeah, I just want to let you appreciate the nice view that we have here. And then I'm going to announce it to the passengers as well, so let's just do that.
From the flight deck, this is your first officer speaking. Yeah, if you look out of the window, we're currently actually flying over something pretty interesting this morning.
I don't know why you keep calling me first officer. I'm pretty sure I chose to fly with career. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But yeah, here you have it. A lot of mountains. A very nice area to sort of really, really good looking. And it looks like there's some city. There's a city down here. There is. That certainly looks like some kind of buildings, and the same over here. We have some farm area, fields. Looks pretty good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see if I can get you a little bit better view. Oh, too high. And then a little bit forward. There we go. What do you say to that, guys? And the weather is also really with us. There's not many clouds right now. Well, let's get back to the seat. As you can see, we have not had any malfunctions since the faulty main pump. So we're still doing good. Just a little while until we are at the area where we need to step to flight level 360. So yeah, let me just again probably put on a little bit of B-roll, and I'll see you for the next update. Hello guys, and welcome back. So, as you can see, we have just barely entered India. It seems like we are approaching Calcutta. I'm not sure if that is Calcutta. Probably not. It's probably a different area. But we have just entered the, I would call the Indian border, perhaps, sort of roughly. Thereabout. There's some names there that I really can't pronounce, but then we have to fly basically all the way over India, all the way down here to perhaps it's Bengaluru or Mysuru. I'm not sure about that, but I do know that the airport name should be pronounced as Kempegowda, something like that. So yeah, and let's take a look outside the window. You can see big river here. Looks so nice. Scattered clouds. Please remember when you're watching this on YouTube that the clock that you see down there on the iPad is accurate with respect to my time. So if you want it in Zulu time, standard time, then you need to subtract 1 hour. And then you can figure out what time of day it is, or probably night it is in India. It's probably roughly around morning, but I can probably give you some idea by looking at my phone. So let me see if I have something here that we can use. No, not at the moment. Let's add let's see. Certainly didn't want to. New Delhi, India. So in New Delhi it's 0124, so it's 25 minutes past 1 o'clock a.m. So it's like I said, it's late night there. So the weather that you see here should be relatively accurate. I say relative, it's not like when you look at the cloud formation here, you can go out in somewhere in India and then see the same clouds. It's not like that. But basically, what you see here is the same kind of weather that they should have in India and that area right now. Obviously, that will probably change when we fly further down the area, but just to give you an idea. Reporting, as you can see the big river we had here. Reporting, there's been no further development in errors or anything like that. My invisible co-pilot just got a little bit to eat. That's why that is there. The tray table. And, oh. Yeah. And as you can see here, we're about to get over here to Sia, Charlie Echo Alpha, and then go all the way down here. I've also chosen to take over the radio, so I'm now in control of the radio frequencies. We also ascended to flight level 360. I didn't get to record that because I was in the middle of making dinner for me and my kids, and also just, I mean, I just noticed it when I was making the dinner. I came in, saw, oh right, we need to step climb right away. But we're getting there slowly but safely. So let's move the camera up a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There you have it. I love that haze you can see down here. And then you have relatively clear visibility here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. A lot of rivers. Yeah. So I'll just let you view this a little bit, and then I'll get back to you when we are a little further into India. So enjoy, and I'll see you later on. Alright guys, as you can see here, we are now well on our way into India itself. We have flown along the coastal line here, and now we are beginning to fly into the country itself. It's somewhere around here or down here, I'm not really sure where it is exactly that we are going to land. I think the airport, the name was... let me see if I can find it. I think it was Bengaluru or something like that. Let me just look that up on my plan. Yeah, Bengaluru International Airport. Ah, there, Bengaluru. So it's down here, right there. So we're going to fly all the way down here and land there. So we're probably going to take a route like that. You can see the route if you want to, because I can show you that. Yeah. Let me just get to one of the last pages. As you can see, there are a lot. Because I have accidentally printed all the NOTAMs as well. I mean, they are important, but they also make it rather inconvenient to try to look through the plan. I mean, 243 pages. Come on. That's a heck of a lot of messages. But I know we have flown over a lot of areas, a lot of first. I mean, so there it was. Let me see. It's the first one. There we go. So let's zoom in on this part here. So as you can see, we are somewhere around here. And then we're going to fly in here and land down here. So yeah, we're going to fly sort of straight into the land and then a little bit down. Down here is Bengaluru. So yeah, Barren Island. I think we're around about here, BBC or something like that. Let me see. Let's see. Actually, we were very, very close to that. BBC is right here. So our top of descent is coming up here. I mean, we are on the final, so it's the furthest, so 302 miles. That was a little while ago before we are there, but top of descent is there. And then we're beginning to fly into the airport. Alright, so a little update here from me, and I will get back to you when when there's something new to see. I mean, there's a lot of clouds here still, but you can also see part of the country here, and you can also see, just like we had with the the map, we are flying in over a relatively green area, like here. And then at some point we're going to get to something that's a little bit more barren, desert-like. So I will, if nothing else happens, I will get back to you when we are at that point. Alright guys, I'll get back to you when we're there. See you then. So we have now begun our descent. We are at the top of descent. I had to request it by the ATC, but nonetheless, we are going down. So we have been assigned flight level 070.
Scandinavian 1982, contact Hyderabad Center on 118.3. Have a nice day.
Center on 118.3, Scandinavian 1982. 118.3. Hyder Center, Scandinavian 1982 at descending to flight level 070.
Aircraft calling center, say again.
Yeah, I know, I screwed that up. Hyder Center, Scandinavian 1982 descending to 7,000 feet.
Scandinavian 1982, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Alright, so I'm going to have my co-pilot manage the radio from now on, because I need to spend the time flying, just to say it just plainly. So yeah. So I hope that you have enjoyed the flight so far. Oh, we're going fast now. I think I'm going to extend a little bit of speed brakes. Half speed brake should be okay. Them out. So I hope that we'll get our where we are supposed to fly pretty soon, because I would certainly like to know. Usually they're pretty on point with those kind of things, but
Scandinavian 1982, contact Chennai Center on 118.9. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 118.9, Scandinavian 1982. Center Scandinavian 1982 descending to flight level 070. Scandinavian 1982, good afternoon. Radar contact.
oh, I didn't get. Thought we got another main pump issue. Let's see when we get our assigned approach.
Scandinavian 1982 QNH is 1016 at Kempegowda International, cleared for the ILS approach to runway 27 left at Kempegowda International with the ToLiss transition contact approach on 127.75. QNH is 1016 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 27 left with the ToLiss transition approach on 127.75, Scandinavian 1982. Approach Scandinavian 1982 descending to flight level 070.
There we go.
Scandinavian 1982, good afternoon. Radar contact.
So let's put in the rest, because now we know what we're going to use. So let's go AV tab. Oh. Airport, VOBL, or Bangalore. Let's see. We had the ToLiss. No. ToLiss 7F. So we should be. We're just entering it there. So we're going to go something like this. And probably get some vectoring. Let's see, approach. That was the ILS can do this. What else do we have? ILS initial approach. So I'm not sure where we're coming from. One of these out here. Let's get the final approach as well. There we go, so we have it there. So for this we have 6,000. Let's just see. Minimum. I think we're just going to go for a cat 2 ILS, ABCD. That is 3,064, so let's put that in. I think it's okay for visibility. And if we go to the next, we're going to do a full config full. It's 6,000 for the go around procedure. All right, so we're descending. Yep. And I also found out what caused caused that Bandicam wouldn't connect to X-Plane. It was simply also a problem with the MSI hooking it up or taking control of it. Yeah, that has been resolved, which I'm exceedingly happy for. Alright, so let's see, what do I need? There's something I wanted to do, but I've forgotten what it was. Alright, let me see, what is our entry altitude? Probably 7,000. Let's see, EVTAB. No, 5,000, alright. But I hope he'll guide us in. Let's turn on the landing system. There we go. There was something I wanted to go, but dang you if I've forgotten what it was. I'm not sure whether it was something with the box here. No, I don't think so. Yeah, now I know what it was. Let me see if we have any here. Yeah, we do. It's centered on airport. Alright, so let's just do it like this. Flight plan here. Fixed info. So it is on the VOBL. It's 25. We have one on 360. That should be let me just figure that out. Sorry, it's not going well for that. Those head calculations right now. It's a little bit late here. So let's see. It does say 360, right? Yeah, 360 minus 180. That's 180, obviously. I mean, it's 180. And the other one is 205, so that should be about 10, 20, something like that. So 205 minus 180, 25. Put that in, let's go to the next, because I want to have something on the runway itself. What was it, 27 right? No, 27 left. Yeah, 27 left. For that I need to see 902 radials. Now we should have line that we can guide ourselves in from. So we should have... Let's see, yeah, we have that line there. That line, and this is the entry to the runway. Alright. There we go. We are set. Let's go to performance. So if I need to activate the approach phase, I can do that.
Upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Alright, so my nice co-pilot is going to, like I said, take care of the radio stuff. And right now we are descending. So what do we have here? Plus 7,000, alright. And here we should be below, so between here we need to go from 7,000 to 5,000. I hope he will keep us apprised of that. So why I wanted... Well, let's just trust the the radio. Look at that. It's a little bit hazy. But guys, I haven't even said. See, we're entering the final here. In there. I haven't even managed to tell you. What the heck is that down there? A balloon. Welcome to India. And as always, if pilot to ATC won't help me out here, I will simply be a little bit unruly and just held myself down to the 7,000 feet. Like I said, this is a beta, so there might be some issues here, here and there. Like for instance, I had an issue a reoccurring issue that seemed to where the radio just got stuck, and it wouldn't let me up there. I'm not sure what the heck happened, but it seemed a little bit strange with the frequencies. So let's turn on the lights and fasten seatbelts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Yes, please do. It's high minimum, but it's probably a high altitude runway in any case, so. So let's get the bird repaired for the next flight. So I haven't really decided how we're going to fly home, whether we're going to fly home from someplace in India. I will do a personal flight from India back to Haneda. We were at Narita, and we'll go back to Haneda, or Haneda, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I haven't decided yet how we're going to sort of specifically do that, but we'll see what happens. See, now we are locked in on the ILS already. Alright, let's do an open descent down to 7,000.
Scandinavian 1982 QNH is 1016 at Kempegowda International Contact Tower on 119.05. Have a good afternoon. QNH is 1016 tower on 119.05 Scandinavian 1982.
Let's see, 1016. That's not time yet.
Tower Scandinavian 1982 inbound for ILS approach runway 27 left. Scandinavian 1982 good afternoon. Radar contact. Continue ILS to runway 27 left, call when established on final. Continue ILS to runway 27 left, will call when established on final. Scandinavian 1982.
I'll allow us to go down to the 5,000 feet. So that we have a little bit more time to get in place and or has it started? Yeah, it has started the approach phase. Alright, that's why we're going so slow. Alright, I'm going to extend speed brakes. I want to get us down relatively fast. Alright, there we are. I think we're okay now, so let's arm the approach. Enable. So when we're about I don't know. Seatbelts.
2,500.
Alright, let me get that. Let's just get the checklist. AV tab, toggle tablet. Here we go. So let's see. Approach. Briefing is confirmed. Ecam status. We have checked that. We have that faulty tank. Pump, sorry. Seatbelts is on. Bear ref is not set for anything yet. Let's just do that right now because it's at 5,000 feet. We're going to do it. I'm pretty sure. Minimum is set for 3064. Engine start selector is as required. Alright. So let's get some flap sound. Yeah, I know this.
Scandinavian 1982, you have traffic at 1 o'clock 4 miles at 4,400 feet.
Let's
traffic. Traffic.
Can't see anything for the Alright, let's set gear down. Set these. Might have to do an auto land here. Dang, we're close.
Scandinavian 1982 winds are calm, clear to land runway 27 left. Clear to land runway 27 left. Scandinavian 1982.
500.
Alright, we are
400.
Alright, thing cabin.
300.
Yeah, we are going to do an auto land.
200.
That's
100 above. 100. 50. Minimum. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Scandinavian 1982 exit runway when able.
I forgot to tell that we that we were on final FIReless, but it came up a little bit too fast. disable the speed brake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to India. The local time is 12:55 p.m. and it's currently about 70 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection,
Oh, I didn't even go through the landing checklist. It came up a little bit too fast for my taste. Alright. Let me see if they changed the way we call out clear of, let's see, information report. Let's see. Bangalore Tower, Scandinavian 1982, clear of active.
Scandinavian 1982 contact ground on 121.65. Enjoy your afternoon.
Let's start the EPU.
Ground on 121.65 Scandinavian 1982.
Set this to taxi. We don't need to have to. Yeah, let's just keep it on because we are. It's hazy. Let's see. Anything else we need to do? Yeah, let's. No. I don't think so. It was a little bit sudden, but we managed to. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Let's get to flaps 0. Turn TRA off. Turn the weather radar off and predictive wind shear off, and remove terrain radar. All right, let's see. I'm going to have my beautiful assistant. Let's figure a good gate. See if we can find a good gate we want to get to. No, that was airport. Let's go in here and well, where are we? So we're down here. We're going for a long taxi all the way up here. Somewhere around here, apron, something like that. Let's see. Airport. Let's see parking stands. There's actually quite a bit of parking stands. Let's try with something like 11. Parking stand 11. I don't know. Let's see. Request taxi to gate 11. 11.
Scandinavian 1982 request taxi to gate 11.
Scandinavian 1982 taxi to gate 4.
No.
Taxi to gate 4 Scandinavian 1982.
He can't figure it out, but he says 4. Where's that? That's here? No. I'm going to. Let's just take 2 or 5. Not. Alright, let's take 4. Who cares? So let me get back. We're going to taxi all the way via hotel, all the way up to Papa. I think it's Papa here. And then Delta. Alright, let's see. It's going to be a long taxi, so strap in. It's going to be fun. Alright. And we are ready for... Yeah, we are. Let's see if we can get the taxi cam functioning now. Sure we can. It's not easy to getting following when you can't see. But it's actually not too bad. Let's get the wheel online now. Alright. So a slow taxi all the way in. Look at that big plane taxiing in. I'm still amazed at how long this plane is. Alright, now we are coming up here at where Papa is turning a little bit to the left. And then we should get to Bravo 1. Show you here on the map if you want to follow along. Just removed it because I wanted to see my entire screen. Oh, wrong way. There we go. No, not yet. So here, and then down here, and this here. Oh, we're actually going from Papa to Bravo now. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much, but I'm actually being a little bit focused on taxiing the right way. So the next turn up here, that's our turn. That's Bravo 1. It could be. I know that a lot of people has other pilots and stuff, and other people, streamers, they probably said it a couple of times. But oh my, it would be so cool if some company would make a really good tiller. I mean, it is like a little thumb tiller I have here on the side of the throttle. But having a real tiller, that could be so cool. I mean, it's just like practically like a steering wheel that you that you have on the side, but still. But then again, I'm flying, technically flying with the co-pilot setup. So I have my stick on the right side. All right, so let's turn. And then we're going to turn here. Seems that we do have numbers for... I tend to believe this number here a little bit more. I mean, ideally we would wanted to find a real heavy gate. I mean, yeah, let's do that. Let's scout out for a real heavy gate. Alright, so I've set the... Oh, let's just take this one here. What is that? I think we're going to, yeah, let's go for 5, not 4, because then we would stand right here, but then we can go in here. Perfect, 4. 4 it is. I mean, 5 it is, sorry. Not 4. That's gate 2. Let me open this up so I can follow along while I'm looking out the window. And here is number 5. Let me slow down a little bit. Ideally, I want it to be sort of right around here somewhere. Let's see. A little hard time seeing the line, but it should be in between the numbers. More or less. Let's see. Yeah, something. There the line is. Alright, now I can see it. And who decided to park that fracking truck in the middle of everything? Slow it down a little bit. That's a pretty nice park. I think somewhere around here is fine. Alright, so let's turn this off. That cam here, yeah. Let's get APU bleed on. Let's turn the taxi lights off. Strobe off. Yeah, let's just keep it strobe off. We can turn wing on because it's foggy and nav logo to the tops, and then turn off the engines. Turn this off to standby. Let's hope these will connect automatically. Let's go for some ground handling. Let's get some of these guys here. Some cargo. Turn this on. See, are they connected? Are they connecting? Just check. No, why not? Let's hope I don't cross them. Oh, I do. I do cross them. Oh no. Can I get them to stop? No. It's okay. Let's turn the seatbelt sign off. Should get some open doors. There we are, yes. And here. So let's just pretend that didn't happen. And this door should open as well. Yep. Alright, I think we're going to ask the ground crew to give us low pressure and chocks. So we can turn off the APU bleed. And we can hopefully relieve the parking brake. Let's see if they disappeared. No, they didn't this time. That's good. Yeah, that's that's an interesting connection, but I didn't know which was which. So come on. Let's check and see how much time it takes before we are deboarded.
Are we almost done deboarding our passengers?
15 minutes.
We're still deboarding.
Alright, so I will be back with you when the 15 minutes has gone, and then we will see what they said, what the passenger said. So let's do that. I'll be right back, guys. So let's take a look at what the passengers said. I'm going to end the flight right now. So let's see. They are saying, so we flew in an A340-600. That's not true, it's in 600, but I mean, I'm not counting. From Osaka, Romeo Juliet, Oscar, to Bangalore or Kempe, what was it? Kempegowda? Something like that. Victor, Oscar, Bravo, Lima. Flight time was 8 hours and 51 minutes. Our planned departure was 13:27:44. Actual departure was 13:22:18, so a little bit early. Planned arrival was 22:27:44. Our actual arrival was 22:16:59, so pretty much a good deal before. We had 204 passengers. They are overall very satisfied. Landing rate was -167. Auto land. Block time is 9 hours and 42 minutes. So we were very notable events. We were very slightly ahead of schedule. This was soft landing. And that's it. So let's see what they say. I'm quite thirsty. I'll definitely be recommending you at work. I'm totally telling my friends about this airline. I'm glad we're here early. That was a pretty long flight. This is going to be fun leaving the aircraft. I love that comment. I wish the screen at my seat wasn't scratched. That's it. This is going to be fun leaving the aircraft. I have absolutely no idea how exactly I am supposed to interpret that sentence. Does it mean that it was fun flying and it's going to be equally as fun exiting the aircraft? Or does it mean the exact opposite? The flight was horrible, so it's going to be so fun getting the heck out of here. In any case, let's save it and close packs. Alright, let's stow the aircraft for, let's get the, let's see what we have, AV-tab. So landing, cabin crew was advised, auto throttle was speed, auto brake set as required, and ECAM memo was no blue as far as I remember. After landing, flaps has been retracted, spoilers disarmed, APU was started. We'll turn it off. Oh, it's the cats having fun. Radar's off and predictive wind shear system is also off. Parking, APU bleed is on, engines off, seatbelts off, exit lights as required. External lights, sorry, not exit. External lights, yeah, we did that. Fuel pumps are off. Yep. Parking brake and chokes as required. So, securing the aircraft. ADS is on. Off, sorry. Oxygen off. APU bleed is off. Signs all is off, including this one here. APU and bad are off, so we're going to go off the external power. And we're going to turn off the batteries. Turn off the batteries as well. APU bad is off. Consider cold weather. I don't know what the temp here was. Alright, that's pretty much it. We are safely parked here, and yeah. Let's see if they actually got animated the chocks or not. Yeah, they are there. The chocks are animated. That's pretty neat. And also here, but they're very hard to see. All right. Let's go back and watch this over here. The plane. Look at that. Big bird. Alright guys, usually I would end a stream, or in this case here, a video, with a montage of some kind of the landing. But given that this was an auto land, I honestly feel that it won't be that interesting for you to see. So we're going to skip it this time. But in any case, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're it's the first time you watch a video here on my YouTube channel, please remember that I stream on Twitch. I can't give you a schedule because I haven't decided on one yet. I had some issues with streaming. Yeah, long story short, I didn't feel it was really worth my time, considering how much time I spend on streaming compared with how many views I actually got. I have a comparable, reasonable set of subscribers, but the viewing, it's a bit lacking there. But if you want to come by and check it out anyways, then please do. I'll happily invite you into or down to the basement. on YouTube, as always, remember, likes and subscribes, they really, really help. If you like the video, then give it a thumbs up. But if you dislike it, don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Probably I could think that one of the issues you could have with a video like this would be that it is too long. I mean, and and considering that it's shortened down. But put it like this: for you, when you have watched this whole thing, a couple of hours have passed, 2-3 hours. For me, like you saw, more than almost 10 hours has passed. So, you know, long video, short flight, long video. You know what I mean. But in any case, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I honestly really enjoy these long flights. And think about it, we have gone basically all the way from Japan to India. What is left now is flying around a little bit in India, visiting some of the major airports, and then finding our way back to Europe. And then when we get to Europe, we're going to start something new with flying. I want to break it up, so I will be having I've been considering making a day where we start, I don't know, early, when I've delivered my kids to the daycare, and then we're going to try doing a flight where we do all of the steps. So we probably will get 2 legs done. Probably, I'll say. Days where I don't have to be that involved in delivering the kids. Maybe I can make a deal with my wife. We are going to maybe do more legs, more than 1 leg. But for the most part, I would say that we will be doing 2 legs. So we'll be flying to an airport and back again, just like a real airliner pilot. So yeah. That's something that we're going to try to do. And if you feel for it, if you want to see it, I would certainly like to do some more long-haul flights. Because I enjoy them. But they are long. I mean, the least we can do is go to something like Newark or something like that. That's even a pretty okay long flight. So, but yeah, that's the thoughts that I've been that's what I've been contemplating for future streams and all that. And like I said a couple of times, I'll also be making some more videos here on the channel. Let's get these guys to drive away. And then hide them. Bye. Ah, the silence. But look at this. Look at this big plane here. I love the ToLiss A340-6. It's such a cool aircraft. Alright guys, and the new sounds and all that. Perfect, thank you ToLiss. Alright guys, like I said, I hope that you enjoyed this. And I hope that you will come back for more. See you around. Bye bye.